Open your heart wide, my dear child, because I am speaking to you personally at this very now. You had been carrying a lot, moving along in silence while no one else saw how much weight you were carrying. Through the pain I saw your grin. I seen the times when you stayed up, worrying and wondering whether anybody realized how close you were to passing out. Listen up though. I noticed not for a moment have I ever been distant. I have sat by your side in quiet. I have walked with you in the dark, and my angels have protected you while you were unaware that danger was approaching. Yes, you've been waiting for wonderful news, for a miracle that lasts, for a breakthrough that doesn't fade like a passing wind. Now I tell you that the time has come. The stars have moved to your advantage. Divine design was what you believed to be a delay. Preparation for the benefit I am now sending was what you believe to be a waste of time. I want you to know, child, that your future is not in jeopardy. There is no chance that the promises I made to you would be broken. Yes, you will experience storms, but they will highlight the strength I have already given you. My supply is already pouring toward you, even if financial strain may surge like a wave. Even now my spirit is bringing calm to your soul, despite the attempts of stress to suffocate it. Even though relationships can be put to the test, I am sending angels to guard the most important kind of love. Indeed, chances. Divine doors will present themselves without warning. Some will surprise you while others you anticipate. These aren't random occurrences. Those are my hallmark movements. Pay careful attention. I'm not only handing you something, I'm molding you into a person who can possess authority, knowledge, and influence without being overpowered by them. The waiting has been difficult because of this. I was constructing what you felt I was withholding in order to prevent the weight of your upcoming blessing from collapsing under strain. I was strengthening the basis of your faith. The adversary will try to subtly convey that it's too late, that you've lost your opportunity, or that someone else has already surpassed you. Those are falsehoods. I've got you just where I need you. My angels do not lose when they battle for you, and they are battling for you now. I send them to remove invisible barriers. In addition to protecting you, the unexpected calm you experience among chaos, that is proof of their existence. The power that surges inside you when you feel like you're at your lowest. Through them, my spirit is reminding you that you are not alone. Let's discuss what is ahead, child. Even if financial strain can increase again, it won't destroy you this time. Provision will arrive this time in ways that demonstrate that my hand was always keeping you afloat, not just yours. You will experience unanticipated checks, unexpected favors at work, and opportunities that complement your skills. And keep in mind that I'm doing more than simply paying my bills. When you see them, I'm setting you up to live without worrying of scarcity. We are so grateful for your support in spreading God's message of hope, love, and blessings. If this message has inspired you, consider showing gratitude with the $11 super thanks. Your support helps us create more encouraging content and reach more hearts. Stay happy, stay healthy, and stay blessed. Stress will attempt to enter your life once again, but I'm teaching you how to protect your tranquility. The angels I have positioned around you are there to shield you spiritually, as well as to protect you from danger. Remember that my calm is not brittle. When you sense the turbulence of life rising, it's not the kind of tranquility that breaks easily. It's the type that endures when everything else falters. Yes, this season will test relationships and friendships. Not all the people that began with you will stick with you. However, I am bringing pure connections. People who bear my spirit, who bolster your faith, and who, when your own voice falters, remind you of your value. The correct ones will come closer, while the wrong ones will drift away. The pruning is nothing to be afraid of. It serves as defense. Your life is progressing, but not in a way that will exhaust you. You will get stronger as a result of this development, rather than weaker. The grace I have bestowed onto your life is reflected in the doors I am opening. It won't be necessary for you to exert yourself. You will notice a change as there will be a flow, rather than continuous resistance. The indication that it's me is this flow. And listen. Miracles are not far-flung tales in your life. Miracles are happening. Chances that you believe were lost will come back to you. Your buried dreams will resurrect. Healing will start to show up, even in your body in unexpected ways. For I have not changed, I am still the healer. I'm asking you to do something brave right now, beloved. Let go of your disappointment-related dread. You've been taught to brace yourself for loss, to expect bad news, and to suppress your happiness in case it doesn't last. But this is a new season, I tell you. You are being called to open yourself, not to brace yourself. Reopen the door to pleasure by opening your hands and your heart. Yes, the adversary will attempt to use doubt to assault your mind. He'll attempt to make you wonder whether I'm really relocating, by using delays, financial strain, or betrayed confidence. But listen, I am here. Even amid the assaults, I don't leave you to fight alone. I give you the strength to stand, and I send my angels. I say this because you are stronger than you think. You underestimate your bravery. A breakthrough is closer than you may think. Now declare to yourself, I am not behind, I am not forgotten. Say it aloud until your soul senses it. I am walking into God's timing. As a witness in your own life, type it out. You quiet the falsehoods. When you speak my truth, my kid, you have my admiration. When it was easy to give up, you persisted. When you might have been bitter, you choose to keep your heart soft. When there was little proof, you decided to hold on to your beliefs. Every cry, every prayer, every secret act of faith, I have it all on tape, and I can assure you that your trust has not been in vain. The stars have lined up. Now is the time. The good news is here and not far away. The exact thing I promised you is about to happen. Observe how tranquility descends around you, like a night blanket. See how clarity emerges from your misunderstanding, like light emerging from shadows. See how love, healing, and reconciliation start to reappear in your narrative. Keep an eye out for unexpected chances that provide benefits as well as challenges. Child, allow yourself to be deeply affected by the realization that you are not experiencing a reenactment of the past. You're about to enter a reset. This isn't just another delay cycle. This is the delivery. This is a sense of satisfaction. At this point, everything starts to change. What I need from you is your agreement. Not self-doubt, not hesitation, not fear. I agree. Believe what I say. I think my timing is good. Recognize that I am on your side, not against it. You give my spirit more room to move. When you agree, my presence will be with you every day, not just once in a while. Your choices, relationships, and sleep will all reflect me. When you thought I was quiet, you will hear my whispers. When you are in danger or feeling discouraged, you will realize my angels are close by. The truth of living under my guise is that you are never far away, out of sight or out of hope. So get up, dear. Get up with faith. Get up and show bravery and increase in expectations. Because this is the moment that you have hoped for, longed for, wept for, and battled for. And it's even better than you thought. Yes, kid, I was already moving, as shown by those silent wonders I was constructing. And you believed you were just surviving. I could always see you, even when you were veiled from other people's notice. You couldn't see the alignments. My angels were busily setting up. They were protecting what would eventually be identified as fate. I was investing time while you believed you were losing it. I was planting in your spirit the qualities of discernment, patience, and endurance that you would need to bear the weight of what is now happening. Not even the quiet was in vain. Your prayers were precious, even on the nights when it seemed like they were bouncing off the ceiling. I was testing your faith to make you indestructible, not to shatter you. When life was making a lot of noise, I was educating you to hear my whisper, and now we'll be able to identify my voice more easily than ever before, since you choose to believe me when everything else didn't make sense. Don't think that my tenderness is a sign of weakness. I can be sovereign without shouting. Overwhelming is not necessary for me to succeed. My work in you has been developing in secret ways, much like a seed that sprouts in the dark before emerging into the light. The sprout now exposes the surface. The promise is now fulfilled. Favor and responsibility will be shared. Throughout the next season, I'm opening the doors you asked for, but I also want you to have the guts to go through them. Opportunities are being released by me, but they are for my kingdom, not simply your convenience. In addition to fortifying friendships and establishing spiritual connections, I am requesting that you become a friend who embodies my love, listens, and uses words rather than physical harm to mend broken relationships. You see, I'm giving you a breakthrough that will not only benefit you, but also make you a blessing that multiplies. Listen carefully. The days of eking out a living in survival mode are coming to an end. The times of spiritual exhaustion, continual strain, and barely enough are coming to an end. There is more than enough for you to handle and to access into a graceful cadence where you walk in my fullness rather than running on emptiness. The adversary will still try to assault. Yes, he will mutter that your breakthrough is brittle, that this is too nice to continue, and that your tranquility will be taken away. Once again, however, I advise you to fight such falsehoods. Don't collaborate with fear. Like a wall of fire, my angels watch over your life. They are fighters, not submissive. They engage in combat you never see. Before they even come to your attention, they close doors of danger. When you feel too exhausted to go on, they give you the strength to keep going. And I am bringing more angelic activity into your life. Kate, my messages will go via dreams. You'll be surrounded with unexpected safety. You'll feel as if a higher power is directing your movements in the correct directions and out of the wrong ones. These aren't random occurrences. This is heaven's way of protecting your fate. Not only am I providing for you financially, but I am also moving you. You've been afraid of running out of money, of not having enough, and of being left without anything for far too long. However, I now proclaim to you that I am the God of provision, not only for the present, but also for the future. Yes, you will see unexpected provision, but you will also gain stewardship skills. You will learn how to manage what I give you wisely, so that the benefit grows rather than diminishes. A cycle of poverty is now ending, and I am releasing a cycle of wealth in its stead. Your shadow has been stressed, which has crept into your mornings and lingered into your evenings. However, I'm breaking its grip. You are learning from my spirit how to maintain your composure under pressure. Anxiety will not control you. Panic will not define who you are. Your heart won't pound with terror the way it once did, because I am protecting your thoughts. My tranquility will become the norm rather than the exception. Relationships will also be adjusted, so pay close attention, dear. I'll take away the things that are poisonous, deprive you of happiness, and drag you back into shameful patterns. Don't hold on to what I'm taking away. because I'm just taking away what you can't keep. In the future, rather, I will provide heavenly companions, hearts that comprehend rather than reject, and voices that uplift rather than shatter. People who recognize the good in you, not the bad, are the ones I am sending. And a few of these friendships will develop into heavenly alliances that support the mission I gave you. Your voice is also evolving. Silence overshadowed your testimony. For too long you were scared to talk for fear of being ignored or misinterpreted. However, I'm letting you be brave now. Your voice will be authoritative rather than haughty. Others will be inspired to believe by your narrative. Your words will now breathe life where quiet previously prevailed. Never undervalue the influence of the years that are concealed, child. That's where you practiced. I was appointing you while others ignored you. You were established in heaven when you were undervalued. As a result, no man will be able to close the doors once they open, because it was my hands that opened them, not human hands. Recognize that this is sacred, not hype. It is confirmation, not a coincidence. The Spirit is confirming that now is your moment. By the startling clarity you experience, the inexplicable calm, and the ongoing alignments. So raise your head, don't anticipate a collapse. Anticipate instruction, give up expecting to lose. Get ready for an increase. Give up living as though you're still waiting. Live as if the promise has come true, because it has in fact. This is not a typical time. It is revered. There is something fresh in every breath you take now. The new has started and the old has broken. Even if you can't see the whole picture just yet, you are standing in fulfillment. Let your house serve as a resting place for my honor. Beloved, change the words you use to represent what I am doing, rather than what you are afraid of. Talk about life, not death. Don't be hesitant, speak with optimism. Talk about alignment rather than worrying. The environment surrounding you shifts when your words align with what I have spoken. Your surroundings adjust to your statement. You are now under divine release, rather than delay in locations you haven't yet been. Your name is being discussed. You have not yet entered the chambers where your fate is being told. Opportunities that could not have been obtained via your own efforts are being prepared. This isn't fantasy, this isn't emotional deception. This is a sense of satisfaction. The proof will soon be in your hands. However, I now ask that you celebrate before the evidence is presented. Prioritize praise above possession before the walls collapse. Worship because you open the torrent of heavens. Release when you allow your spirit to react to my spirit. And listen to me, this is more than just a promise. You and I are entering into a partnership. This is an awakening, not just a prayer answered. I'm phoning you up, I'm calling you more deeply. Spreading light where darkness still reigns is what I'm asking you to do. Not only will you see miracles, but you will also become a conduit for them. Raise your eyes, kid, once again smile. Take a deep breath of my presence. Heaven itself is ecstatic about this moment. Angels rejoice because a new chapter has begun. You have stepped over into unwavering joy, serenity, and promise the good news is here, which is why I'm whispering it again, to make sure you remember it. Now walk as if you've been given it. Talk as if it has transformed you. Live as if you were carrying it. Because you do, let your words serve as your testimony. By typing this as your declaration, the good news has arrived in my life, and I receive it fully. This is the start of a new rhythm. My dear, you raise your head. Your heart has been restored. You have a living faith. What's the greatest part? What I am revealing is just getting started. Yes, I do see you. My kid, I can understand how you have questioned. If your prayers were heard, whether your tears were seen, and whether there was any purpose to your waiting, I can tell you with heavenly clarity that nothing has been squandered today. Not a single tear, sigh, or phrase has gone unnoticed. Every nighttime scream was held close to me. My mission was pregnant. In every moment you believed to be empty, the quiet you perceived as my absence really indicated that I was operating at a level you were unable to see. I am usually busiest when I seem to be concealed. I am often planting while I seem motionless, and now the earth is being broken by what I have been planting in you. The harvest is here, not far away. The same thing you believed may pass you by is now in front of you. You don't feel it. You are rising beyond the weight that was holding you down. Your voice is being broken by the weight that previously silenced it. The cloud is separating because I'm giving you new life. Your spirit is rising higher. This is sacred truth, not hype. Even now your soul and my spirit testify that the moment has arrived. I didn't choose you for your perfection, child. You were my choice due of your perseverance. I saw you falter, but not give up. Even though I witnessed you shatter, I still had faith. You clung to me, despite the fact that I saw you misinterpreted, ignored, and underestimated. And I'm raising you now because you clung. I am now rewarding you for persevering. Fire has purified your faith, and the version of you that comes out of the fire will have unquestionable power. I have been secretly changing you, so others would not identify you right away. However, they will soon see the proof of my influence on your life. They will recognize that I accomplished this when they see the courage in your voice, the pleasure in your stride, and the calm in your gaze. Keep your composure as doors open. When good fortune finds you, don't question that this isn't a coincidence. You are not imagining this. This is a sense of satisfaction. I now qualify you for the very item you believed you were not eligible for. I've restored the same thing you believed was gone. Now they're releasing the same thing you believed was denied. Your name is being called in areas you haven't been. My dear, decision making. Rooms are being woven with your narrative. I am putting you in front of influential people, monarchs and leaders, not for your glory, but for mine, because I put my kids in high positions to testify, not to brag. I'll say it again, doors aren't the only issue here. Your heart is at issue here. I'm giving you the breakthrough you hoped for. However, I am also offering you something more significant and unbreakable closeness with me, because waiting was preparation, not punishment. You were able to believe my voice on the peak because you had learned it in the valley. In order for you to identify my presence in the silence, you had to learn about it in the storm. You were able to manage my kindness in plenty because you learned it in need. There won't be any striving this next season. It won't feel like a never-ending battle. There won't be any signs of desperation. No, there will be flow, alignment, and comfort this season. You will now harvest where you formerly labored. You will now collect where you once scraped. You will now flourish where you formerly struggled to survive. Yes, there will still be conflicts, but you won't be as afraid to face them. You will approach them with confidence rather than fatigue, since you now understand I defend you. And who can oppose you when I stand up for you? Provision will flow like rivers, my darling, not drips, not trickles, but streams that sustain and renew. You will see my hand in today's abundance, so you won't be afraid of tomorrow's shortage. You will know that my supply never runs out. So, you will contribute freely and manage resources wisely. And observe how I meant connections. I'll fix the ones you believed were irreparably damaged. I'll take away the ones that exhausted you. I'll restore the ones that were absent. I'm sending voices that will give your calling vitality, covenant friendships, and heavenly relationships. You won't be walking alone. You won't fight by yourself. You will be encircled, supported, and fortified. Your body will sense the change as well. The fatigue will subside. There will be an increase in energy. Illness will crumble. I am bringing back vibrancy, vigor, and health. You'll go from dragging yourself through survival to strolling with newfound power, because I am revitalizing your body, in addition to restoring your soul. Additionally, pay close attention, because I am releasing breakthrough via you, rather than simply around you. My presence will be carried by you. The mood will change as soon as you enter a room. You will awaken hope when you open your lips. Healing will flow as you extend your hand. You are a conduit for miracles, not only a receiver of them. You won't always be understood by the world. Some may attempt to justify what I am doing to you, while others will ridicule and ask questions. Don't be rattled, however. Don't spend your time trying to persuade them. The fruit will speak louder than words. If you just stroll in it, I will respect what you held in secret in public. Child, do you sense it? That rumbling within of you, resurrection power, is that your once dead promises are coming back to life. Your dreams that were buried in disappointment are now reviving. Your discouraged visions are coming back to life. I still remember them now. I say take them up once again. Dust them off at faith once again, because I'm giving life to something you believed was dead. This change is significant. This isn't a partial satisfaction. Overflow is what this is run over. Shake and together press down. This exceeds your expectations and expectations. Because I surpass your petitions, and I am not constrained by them. I exceed your expectations. I am not limited by them. I am the God who accomplishes much more than you can ever ask or imagine. And the tempo will pick up speed. I assure you, things that used to seem sluggish are now moving quickly. Alignments will occur unexpectedly. There will be repeated confirmations one by one. Doors will open. There will be blessings at top benefits. A deluge is emerging from the trickle. A symphony is emerging from the whisper. Therefore, don't hesitate. Don't be shy. Take a big step. Talk with confidence. Go with courage. Because now is your moment. Raise your gaze. Raise your head. Raise your voice. Heaven itself is celebrating the arrival of completion. I want to remind you once again that you are not forgotten. You are not forgotten. You're not left behind. You have been selected. You have been appointed. You are adored. The season of more than enough is upon you. You are entering a rhythm of relaxation and happiness. You are entering the alignment and favor flow. You are entering a world where promises are kept. And this is only the start. Because what I unleash now is everlasting, not transient. It will have an impact on generations, your town and your family. My blessings are not just for you, but also for others who follow you. Today's obedience creates tomorrow's legacy. So celebrate, dear. Put your praise before your evidence. Allow your worship to set the path. Let your soul soar, since everything will never be the same again. The wonderful news has come. Now is your time. This is your affirmation. This is your satisfaction. This is what you're happy about. It's your season, and this is only the start. Amen. So get up with bravery, because you are not abandoned or forgotten. I am the God who transforms grief into pleasure, weakness into strength, and ashes into beauty. Know that I am with you as you go on. Your greatest moments are still ahead of you. They are happening right now. Amen. Please subscribe to support our channel and turn on bell notification.